Hello guys. I trust everybody is blessed. This morning. Um, so yesterday, what happened, guys? I took some trades yesterday. And some of them are in profits, and some of them are not. So basically, what I'm going to be teaching you guys today is how to analyze properly, using the line charts and the candlestick charts. So basically, I'm gonna be switching from the line charts to the candlestick charts, so to show you basically how I analyze how I analyze every week for the next coming trading days. So let's jump into the video, guys, and not waste any further time. So basically, what I tend to do every now and then is I basically let's just take USA 30 for example. So let's take USA 30 for example. Um, so what I do, guys, is I always change my I always switch from my portraits into my landscape view. So basically, you must always switch on your this thing your landscape on your cell phone. That's only if you're analyzing from your Android or iOS or whatever. And basically, the second thing you must do is you must always switch to a higher time frame. So basically, I'm gonna be starting at the weekly time frame, and you must switch to your line charts. Let me just switch to my line charts quickly. So basically, as you can see, guys, this is the line charts. And the third thing you need to do once you have switched to your line charts, is you must basically draw your highs and lows. You must plot your highs and lows. As you can see, there's a high there, um, there's a low there. So basically, what I'm gonna be doing, guys, is I'm gonna be showing you examples from the past. I'm not gonna be showing you examples that are gonna happen in the future or whatever. I'm just gonna be showing you examples from the past, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show you how you can basically use this line charts and candlestick charts to your advantage. So once you have switched to your line charts on your weekly time frame, you must always plot your highs and lows. Every high and low that you notice on the charts, you must plot. As you can see here, this was a strong resistance level. As you can see, one touch and another touch here, and basically this was a strong support level. As you can see, the market has been failing to break below this support level for quite some time, and it did break below this support level, but then the market basically went back into this support and resistance ranging zone again. And what happened is the market basically finally broke through our resistance over there, and it went up to create another resistance over there, and this basically became supports. As you can see, the market has been basically playing around these supports again. As you can see here, just look at my cursor there. As you can see, this became supports. You understand, guys? Because the market is basically trending above this area here. So let me just show you an example from the past. So basically, I've already plotted my highs and lows, my support and resistance. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to plot a trend line over there. I'm just going to try to plot a trend line over there. Bear in mind, guys, that I'm using the line charts. So this way, everything is easier. Everything is easier to see. You understand? Everything is easier to see. As you can see, the highs and lows, and whether the market is in an uptrend or a downtrend, or basically ranging. So I've plotted my trend line over there. I'm just gonna drop down to the daily time frame. As you can see, it's accurate. My trend line is accurate. I'm just gonna adjust for accuracy. So I've adjusted for accuracy. Let me just adjust my support trend line too. As you can see, basically, guys, this was going to be a proper sell, because basically the market was in an uptrend for quite some time. It was in an uptrend for quite some time. As you can see, higher highs and higher lows, higher high, higher low. As you can see, higher high, and the market failed to create a higher low, and our trend line was broken to the downside. As you can see, our trend line was broken to the downside. We could have taken a sell right over there, but then this was around 2020 February. You understand? So we could have taken a sell once we saw these breakouts. Basically, let me just switch back to my candlestick charts. As you can see, this was a perfect entry for a sell. Perfect entry for a sell. You understand, guys? So basically, I'm just trying to show you how easy it is, basically, to use your line charts and your candlestick charts to plot these trend lines, these zones, to plot these what do you call this? These ranging markets and everything. You understand? So let me just show you another example. Let me just drop down to my H4 time frame. So I'm dropping down to my H4 time frame. As you can see over there, guys, there was a strong bearish move to the downside. You understand? There was a strong bearish move to the downside. Let me just plot my channel. I just tried to plot my channel and put it accurately. Yeah, you see, this was a strong move to the downside, guys. A strong move to the downside. This is a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, basically up until it reached this support level over there, which of course it has been respected in the past as a resistance level. And you could have taken a buy over there, guys. You could have taken a buy over there, a nice buy, clean buy, because as you can see, a break, retest, continuation. You understand? Break, retest, and a continuation. Let me just switch back to my candlestick charts so you can see this thing properly. And let me just adjust my trend line for accuracy. This thing is easy, guys. This thing is easy, guys. As you can see over there, break. There was a break, a retest, clean buy. You could have held this trade up until it reached this zone over there, because this was basically our resistance zone. You understand? Because it has been respected in the past. You could have placed your take profits around about there, and the market could have basically gave you what you wanted. As you can see, take profits hits. You understand, guys? It did go back again to retest our support level over there, but then you were just going to hold the trade and see what was going to happen once it reaches this support level, and you could have taken another buy over there. Boom, profits, take profits. It could have been out of the trade easily, guys. You see, this thing is easy, guys. If you can utilize your this thing your line charts and your candlestick charts, you're gonna profit the markets big time. You're gonna profit the markets big time. Let me show you how I analyzed USDZAR and basically how I got into this trade. You understand, guys? So basically what I did with USDZAR, I placed my supports and resistance zones over there, and I realized that this was basically a strong support level in the past. You understand? But then the market managed to break below this support level, and it came back to retest the support level, and then it gave us another selling opportunity. So basically, this is a continuation type of trade for USDZAR. And so yesterday I analyzed the markets and I realized that USDZAR, it was going back to retest this resistance level. See, guys, it went back to retest this resistance level. So what I did is I managed to draw my my bearish channel, my bullish channel. I mean, I drew my bullish channel, and I just waited for USDZAR to play out. You understand? So basically USDZAR did play out. So I'm just gonna remove these two. So this thing can be clear to you guys. Let me just plot my bearish channel. As you can see, this is a perfect bearish channel, guys. This is a perfect bearish channel. You see, this is why I took this sell, because what I realized on USDs are also, we can consider this to be a double top. You understand? This is a double top formation on USDs are. So basically that was triple confirmation for us to enter the trade. And so basically we're just gonna hold the trade maybe up until it reaches this this zone over there. We're just gonna hold the sell up until it reaches this zone over there, because as you can see, guys, this is a very strong support level. This is a very strong support level. So basically we're just gonna exit the trade once it reaches that zone over there, that 14.42834 zone. You understand? So this thing is easy, guys. If you can utilize your line charts, your line graph and your candlestick charts, you're gonna see like a massive change in your analysis. You're gonna see a massive change in your analysis, and you're gonna see accuracy in your analysis too. As you can see, I also analyzed NZDJPY, and I realized that NZDJPY was basically in an uptrend for quite some time. You see, this is an uptrend for quite some time. We were stuck in this bullish channel, and it managed to break this this bullish channel and then go up. And basically what happened, NZDJPY found a support level over there, which is going to be my take profits, and it went back to retest this trend line over there. Failing to break above this trend line, it went back down. So basically I can say that I took this trade a bit late. You understand, guys? Took this trade a bit late. Maybe that's why the market is going against me for now. So what I'm realizing is basically NZDJPY is gonna play in my favor, because the momentum is still to the downside. You understand? Because it is below this trend line. It is below this bullish trend line, and it was playing in this bearish channel for quite some time too. You understand? So right now what is happening is basically creating a stop hunt. This is a stop hunt move to the upside, guys. So I can say this is a stop hunt move maybe up until this zone over there, and then it's going to continue in my direction up until it reaches my take profits. But then I'm just going to show you the results on the next video, guys. So on the next video I just want to show you some examples on how to use our strategy. I'm going to be sharing free strategies all the time, so I'm going to try my best to show you some free strategies that I've been using in the past, that I have been basically profiting with. As you can see, I also took this buy on Nasdaq. I took this buy on Nasdaq. The market was around somewhere here. You understand? So the market basically played in a range for quite some time before breaking to the upside, and my take profits was hit. So it is how I was out of the trade with my take profits. You understand, guys? So just like tune in to the next video, and I'll be showing you some more tips on how you can use these things to profit from the markets. I'm not sure if I'm making sense, guys, but then if I'm making sense, make sure to subscribe and make sure to hit that thumbs up button and share the video to your family and friends. Maybe you can help a friend, maybe a friend can be profitable. You don't know, guys. Just make sure to share the videos at all times. Let me just show you one last example. This is basically GBP NZD. On GBP NZD, what I analyzed is I saw my bullish channel. You understand? I saw my bullish channel and it was broken. The market went back for a retest. What I did on GBP NZD, I didn't basically execute. I didn't take the trade instantly. What I did is I placed 2 pending orders over there, and then my pending orders were triggered today, and I'm already in profits. I'm expecting the market to go down to reach my take profit zone over there. You understand, guys? So this thing is simple. If in any way you require mentorship and you don't understand these things, just make sure to leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll make sure to reply to your comments accordingly. So peace out, guys. Thank you very much for watching the video. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.